Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex Competitive back into a brand new video. And today we're going to be talking about renting a girlfriend. And yes, I know I do not have my Snafu review out. I'm really upset about that. I would rather not talk about it, but I just want to let people know that Snafu, there's a lot of copyright issues going on with that. It's a false one, so I haven't been able to dive into the series. But that has brought me to this one. Renting a Girlfriend is a show that I have advertised once, and that was actually through another YouTuber that actually was just randomly hanging out with the author in one of his videos. And I gotta say, this man got dumped, and he rebounded within 20 seconds, baby. Off the first 20 seconds of the episode, man. No, but in all seriousness, though, this show actually was a show that I was kind of maybe possibly afraid of. And the reason was I didn't like exactly how the dating app may have been renting a girlfriend. I didn't know how I would take that. Didn't know how it would portray that. And the show really just kind of blew me away with how well it actually did portray that app and made it work with the narrative that's presenting to us. So for people who do not know what the series is at all, and especially since I have this first episode to really give you a synopsis, unlike my last video that I recommended you guys watch it based off what I heard, this episode really showed me that it has a really cool kind of way of even having a shy cliche character, but yet he still speaks out at times. He's shy about speaking out, but he is afraid of speaking up, but he speaks up is really the best way to put it. Unlike a character that may not just say anything at all, may just be about to say something and then quickly get kind of intimidated and not say it. He's still going to say it, and it's shown by him talking to our other main character, who is Michiharu, and our main male character was it Kazuya? I believe it was. It starts with him actually dating immediately after him and his other girlfriend of a month break up, and his girlfriend of a month ago really breaks up with him in a very kind of chalant way, and that even rubbed me the wrong way within the first 20 seconds. So that's kind of like, does she even really care? She breaks up with him, and then there she goes. Next thing you know, you see her hanging out with another guy towards the end of the show. But we find him with Michiharu, who has all these great reviews, but then at the end of the day, he's like, but she is only acting. You're renting a girlfriend for X amount of hours a day. You're having fun with her, taking her out on dates, and that's really the end of it. You're not truly building a genuine connection unless it just accidentally happens, which hence I think that's where the show's going. So there is a line in here that I actually really enjoyed during the hospital scene, because you see these two go out on this date, and then whenever they're starting to blow up on each other, Kazuya actually gets a phone call, and through that phone call they end up going to the hospital due to his grandma collapsing. And during this time, you learn that his grandma really wants him to have a girlfriend. That's one of the last things she wishes to see him have before she actually passes on. And it's really cool how they tie this in, because there's a speech afterwards that really kind of makes everything go together so well. It ties the bow on the first episode and says, hey, I'm really rooting for these two. I know they're not into each other, but I hope something happens. And that's one of the things that actually is what's going to be going on here. And I love how they really just present these two characters, and then how they not just present them at the end, how they tie them together and why they tie them together. And I don't want to go into too much spoiler territory, just so you guys can kind of watch the show. Since this is the first episode, then I can't feel as bad for spoilers in the second video. But they do want to go into the hospital, and well, there's a connection that's formed, after the hospital visit, and it's because of something. Because grandmas and grandparents are viewed as goddesses, and that's all he really wants to do is, well, make that goddess happy. Because you find out his grandfather did pass away, and immediately she stepped up. It was always grandma. It was always grandma doing so much stuff, so much ungodly stuff that didn't make sense. And it didn't make sense that she's going to the hospital, but yet she was capable of doing these things. And it reminds me of my grandma, who even recently passed. And I really connected to that. And I think a lot of people in that situation can really connect. We always want to make our grandparents happy. We adore making our grandparents happy, and in most cases we adore having that connection with them. They're special. It's a thing that's in between, something beyond the mom and dad, or mom and daughter, son and father, and vice versa. It's a different presentation than having a mom or dad in your life. It's something that's less stressful, something that's less tense. It's something that's so easygoing. You're able to learn a lot about each other. You're able to connect so deep, and whenever you disappoint your grandparents, you're more disappointed than what you would be even if you disappointed mom and dad. And I love how it's just tying that romantic aspect and how this character just kind of put that out there to this girl Mizuharu, later on finding out, well, they can't get rid of each other that easy. No spoilers here. But I really enjoyed what the show was doing with that narrative. It really just made the show feel so easygoing. So it's so subtle. It wasn't thrown in your face. It wasn't forced. It's just something that was just kind of cool to see on screen, and it was refreshing to see a show that's like this and like so many other shows, but go a little bit different route and even use maybe a morally questionable app of renting a girlfriend. And they took that app, they took that moral question mark, and they made it something cool. They made friends. And that's what they are right now. And it's weird because these two characters don't have a romantic connection in or even undertone quite yet, but yet you're really kind of hoping that they get together, despite what the main male character says at the end of the episode. So I thought all that kind of stuff was really cool. And then we actually hop into the art style of this episode. And the art style of this episode, I actually really like this art style of the characters, but I don't know how I feel about the background art, and you guys will know what I'm talking about whenever you guys go and watch the show. But I will say that I didn't mind it, and maybe it was even going well with the character designs. I'm not really sure. At times it's just kind of like, what am I looking at? But then at other times it's just kind of like, it's all right. I just care how the characters look, and these are the people I care about. And that's what the show really is focusing on anyways. It's about these characters. It's Silverlink making it, and you can tell due to the bright, vivid colors of the characters and whatnot. And yeah, I haven't watched a Silverlink project in a while, so I am excited to watch this one. But that's really all I'm going to say for this episode of Renting a Girlfriend, because I really want you guys to experience this. If you're interested in the show, go ahead and watch it ASAP and get back to me. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you feel about it, because I feel like this is just going to be a really kind of funny show. It's going to be a show that's not, unexpectedly kind of not necessarily dark, but just upsetting, sad in a sense. You know what I mean? It's going to be humbling. But at the same time, I think it's going to be really cool to see where these characters go and how they do grow together. I'm excited to see that. I genuinely am excited to see where the show goes. I did not expect this. So at least it's piqued my interest due to the way the ending was. I've heard good things. I've heard the manga is actually pretty good, and I'm hoping the adaptation is as well. So with that, guys, you guys have been hexed. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Follow me to Twitter X25. See you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.